So for the start of 2017, I'm going to try start on an honest foot, tell my story of what happened in 2016, but I will warn you, in this video I will get quite heated because this is a topic that still sits in my chest and ferments and bubbles and makes me angry. It's just, I haven't resolved my feelings towards this yet, and until I move on, I'm still going to be quite heated. So this is just my way of vocalizing my story, which is really first world problems and like not that big of a deal. I feel like melodramatic. And this is my channel, so I do whatever the fuck I want. So I'm going to be vocalizing my story of what happened to me in 2016. Last year, I made a very, very optimistic video at the start of January. I actually made the video right after David Bowie passed away, which is very, very hard for me. I think that video is called Changes, which is named in memorial of him. I was talking about how much David Bowie meant to me and how I was hoping that we could take this and make a great year out of such a terrible event. And then Prince went and died, and then all these other people died. And just, I don't know, just collectively, it seems like 2016 turned out to be a shit year for almost everyone on the internet. Personally, 2016 was one of the hardest years of my life, but simultaneously, at the end, came together to be one of the most rewarding years of my life. I dealt with a lot of personal problems in 2016, going through a lot of feelings of anxiety attacks, depression, just generally feeling very lonely and not feeling like I had a place in my school, in my world, in my life in general. And it's still something really hard to talk about because I still haven't resolved my issues with, you know, mental health or anything like that. I have gone to therapy, but that happened to be a failure for me in particular. I'm not giving up on it. I just need to find someone else to talk to because my therapist was like, girl, I don't know how to deal with you. I've tried everything. We just don't get along, blah, blah, blah. And it's really difficult when you're feeling out of place in the world and then trying to get better and going to therapy and then having a therapist tell you I can't even help you, I can't even like fix your problems. That left me very, very crushed and I felt so alone, didn't really know what to do. And then something even worse happened. I hit even a lower low. I was in year 11 last year and I was going into year 12 and I picked out all my subjects. I was so excited, ready to do my thing, ready to fucking get out there, do my best, earn, achieve, be my best. And for those of you which know me or those of you which are new to my channel, I am an artsy kid. If you look at some of the videos on my channel, it's sort of weird video editing, just trying to make stuff. Some of it works out, some of it doesn't. But collectively, I've just always been creative. I do all kinds of things. I do drawing not very well. I do a bit of painting. I really like photography and video, which is my main area of interest. And I really want to go into either media and communications or film and TV, something in that general industry. And for a lot of those uni courses, well, the prestigious ones, Melbourne Uni, you need to have a very extensive portfolio and you have to go through all these interview processes and it is a lot. And I said to my school, listen, I really need to do 2 art subjects, media and studio art, just to have a collective folio that shows my true abilities when I go to uni courses. And then they were like, yeah, totally, that sounds great. Yeah, totally, we can totally have you do those courses. No worries, you can totally do 2 art subjects, blah, blah, blah. Then it hits September, October, we get our subjects. Turns out, okay, that my school had scheduled studio art, media, and Viscom all at the same time, so that the arty kids could only do one subject and they'd have to do another one outside of school, which is a lot of money in most places, time, effort, and just a massive stress on students who have to do subjects outside of school. It's a really big choice to make. And I was fucking angry. I was so angry about this. Okay, I'm doing this because I'm trying to calm myself down. Anyone that had to deal with me on that day knew how fucking angry that made me. Everyone, I had this sour taste inside of me the entire day. The entire week was so fucking hard. Calm and collected. And that lunchtime, on that day that I found out, I ran to a local park. I did 50 sit-ups, which I really love doing. I really love sit-ups. They're really easy to me and they also de-stress me. So I did 50 sit-ups. I did a few laps of the park, and then I did another 50 sit-ups. And then my friends came back from getting lunch and they said, "Oh, what have you been doing?" And I said, "I just did 100 sit-ups. I'm so fucking angry." And literally I was complaining to everybody in my life, and I still kind of am, because it makes me salty. I felt like it was incredibly unfair how myself, alongside several other arty kids, around 14, 15 people who wanted to do 2 folio subjects, couldn't, because we were put in this situation. But of course I understand there's admin issues. Of course art subjects get scaled down. They bring down the ATAR of the school. Generally not enough funding. You know, put all the funding in sciences and maths, so they score well. We don't really care about arts, blah blah blah. And listen, that's fine, because you played yourself, and I ended up leaving my school in search for a school that would actually support my interests, because I felt like I socially wasn't being supported by the people at my school. No offense to anyone watching this, but I felt like I was a bit of an outcast, really. And I emotionally and educationally wasn't being supported in my interests. And that's sucky feeling, you know. It makes me salty still, because I really genuinely had no plan in leaving this school. I wanted to complete year 12 there. And if it weren't for this and several other things, then I probably wouldn't have left, and I was just comfortable there. I knew everyone there, still do. They're nice people. Some of them are druggies and mean friends, but I'm calm, collected. It was October, it was late in the year. Most schools had closed their admissions, so really they'd put me in a spot where I had no fucking choice except to do business management and English and all this other shit I did not want to do. I mean, I could do it, but I'd much rather do something I'm actually incredibly good at. I'm such a fucking wanker of myself. Anyway, I was like, fuck it, on a whim, I'm gonna apply to this art school. The admission closed a couple months ago, and it was a long time. They'd pretty much chosen everyone that they were going to take into this high school. It's focused on like arts, performing arts. If I say any more, everyone's pretty much gonna know where I go, because there's very few high schools in Victoria which are central on art. I applied to this art high school fucking on a whim. My mum called and was like, "Hey girl, my daughter, she got fucked up." And they were like, "Oh girl, that's fucked." And then they were like, "Send us some pictures." And I was like, okay. So I sent them some of my art, and they were like, "Girl, alright, interview." And I was like, okay. And then they gave me an interview, and then they were like, I didn't realize I was being interviewed by the principal of this school and the head of fucking visual art. And I was like, hi, when I realized. But yeah, I showed them my stuff, and they were like, "Hey girl." And then they were like, "Let's sort out all the admin shit." Like I said earlier in the video, my main focus is video, film and stuff. I don't do a lot of it, but I love it. I really want to make more things. And they said, okay, so we're only going to offer you a year 12 position if you can do media, because that's obviously your specialty, baby. And I was like, they didn't say baby, but that's how I'm saying it to you. I'm reiterating the message in my own words. They said, listen, our media class is full. We've already turned down our own students who want to do media. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm sorry. But they said, you can still do a year 11 position. And then if you want, you can do your academic subjects, which for me is psych and lit, 3-4, as year 12 subjects. So that meant I would be doing year 11 art and studio art. I'd be repeating studio art, and I'd be doing 3-4 psych and lit. So 4 subjects, but 2 of which being the year 11 visual art, 2 of which being year 12 academic. I know it's confusing, stick with me. And to that I said, listen, yes, I'm gonna have to stay another year after 2017, so it means I'll be graduating in 2018, but I feel like I fucking need a year to breathe from all the shit that happened in 2016. I need a year where I can just do workshops, focus on actually getting better before I have the whole year 12 thing to deal with, and I can get better at my art, I can get better with the way I feel, my emotions and shit. I can just generally improve as a person, and I feel like having a year to do that, which means that 2017 marks a year of me going into my 3rd fucking high school. What is life? I honestly, someone educate me on this. For those of you which are new, my first high school was a strict all-girls school, uniform, really religious, blah 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 blah, from years 7 to 8. And then my second most recent high school was a no uniform, co-ed, public, but select entry for smart smart kids. Really, there's a lot of dipshits that go there. And I went there from years 9 to 11, and now I'm going to an art school from years repeating 11 and 12. And honestly, I'm pissed off that I've really had to change school so much and that I've never really had a solid group of friends all throughout my education experience. But simultaneously, I'm so grateful for all the amount of people that I've met, all the different kinds of people from different walks of life that I've met, and all the people this year which I've yet to meet, but I'm so excited to meet. And if any of you are watching this video, please take from this video that I'm really heated right now because this topic makes me pissed off. But I'm generally like an alright person. Have a look at my other videos. Like, I'm a pretty shitty person for not uploading that often, but like in terms of like me as a person, I feel like as long as you don't fuck me over, like I'm on your good side and I'll be nice to you. That is what happened to me in 2016. Really personal, but I feel like I had to share it because if I don't, then I'm going to feel like a complete asshole, and it's difficult to hide things when you're going through them. But I just want to let people know that's what I'm going through now, and I'm going to try and make things and not hide anymore, because people don't like to talk about personal issues. People don't like to talk about things which can make them look bad, and a lot of people tend to have stigma and attitudes towards mental health and things like that. It should just be normal to talk about these things. It shouldn't be so uncomfortable. I don't feel like I'm quite ready yet to make a full video about my mental health experience and all that stuff, but when I'm ready, which might be a long time, I would like to make videos about it because I feel like it's such an important thing to talk about and discuss openly without stigma. When you're going through things like this, it can feel like nobody wants to hear it. But I've got a camera and my own YouTube channel, and if you don't want to hear it, you can click off this video right now and you can go watch something else. Oh my god, I just realized I filmed this entire video with like lipstick smeared across my face. Fuck me up. How do I end this video?